Salt Bae just closed down one of his biggest restaurants and people think he's going broke.
Is Salt Bae's 15-minute sizzle cooling down?
Things just became worse for Salt Bae after he closed down his restaurant. He makes it seem like this is all planned out and that being broke is out of the picture, but the internet thinks that this was bound to happen sooner or later.
According to Eater New York, a sign on the door says the restaurant will be moving to the meatpacking district to the location of Salt Bae's steakhouse called Nusret. Sounds like the plan is to kind of just combine restaurant menus and add burgers to their steakhouse menu.
His overpriced menu and mid-tier food had people dubbing his restaurant the worst in New York City, and his reputation is not helping him.
Salt Bae seems like a massive prick.
Salt Bae had the internet fuming for a long time now. All of his customers say the same thing about his food.
For $2,000, I gotta say, I thought it would be way bigger.
In my opinion, it's relatively tasty, but I would probably still consider it a tourist trap just based on the unreasonable price.
He overcharges his customers, serves leftover wine, and worst of all, takes tips away from his employees.
But meanwhile, workers say that a culture of fear perpetuates these restaurants, where workers are routinely fired for asking questions about their pay or inquiring about tips.
But the insane controversies don't stop there. His awkward stunt at the World Cup did not go unnoticed.
This is one of, if not the most awkward videos I've ever seen.
He was immediately investigated and was quickly banned from the US Open Cup. But it gets even messier, because he was called out for supporting controversial leaders when he impersonated Fidel Castro, and served dinner to President Maduro, which made many Venezuelans furious.
The Turkish chef and restaurateur Nurset Gorce seen serving Venezuelan President Nicolas Maduro at his Istanbul steakhouse, the site prompting condemnation from local and state leaders and leaving South Florida's Venezuelan community with a bad taste in their mouths.
Everything just kept going downhill for Salt Bae. Not too long after that infamous dinner, he would find himself in yet another controversy.
Oh my god! Ah!
A fire show gone wrong resulted in a lot of people injured, including a foreign YouTuber, and Salt Bae would be forced to pay for the damages. But what does this mean for the celebrity chef? Salt Bae still hasn't confirmed whether or not he's actually going bankrupt, but the internet thinks that after all the bad publicity, Salt Bae is now quickly reaching the end of his empire and is desperate to keep it up. Despite his inspiring story of a poor butcher eventually making it to the big scene, people think he's overstayed his welcome. But what do you guys think? Is Salt Bae's popularity finally collapsing, or is he still cooking something up his sleeve?